Welcome, everybody, to our second installment of Spooky Buddies.
Ooh, Spooky Buddies.
We are playing Cthulhu.
Dagon.
Dagon.
To be specific.
But it's Cthulhu's story. It's 100% faithful adaptation. So we wanted to do a little bit of historical horror.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you can't do spooky stuff without doing H.P. Lovecraft.
Oh, look at that. Faithful interactive adaptation focused on story and atmosphere. You'll not find difficult choices or anything like that. Just go for it.
I'm writing this under an appreciable mental strain, since by
Just jumping
tonight
right
I shall
in.
be
Yeah.
no more.
Oh no, poor homie. During the game, you'll encounter interactive elements. Some of them will continue, others reveal interesting facts. Some of the trivia is hidden. In order to find these, focus your eyes and look for the elder signs.
Oh, do you want to put in controller or keyboard?
Keyboard's fine, if you don't
Okay.
mind the clicky clacking.
Yeah. So.
Penniless,
Ooh.
and at the end of my supply of the drug which alone makes life endurable,
Same.
I can bear torture no longer, and shall cast myself from this garret window into the squalid street below.
Dang.
Interesting.
Very melodramatic.
Very. Oh, I guess we're
Do
getting out
not
of bed.
think from my slavery to morphine that I am a weakling or a degenerate.
Okay.
When you have read these hastily scrawled pages, you may guess, though never fully realize, why it is that I must have forgetfulness or death.
Oh, homie's gonna die. Oh, we're writing
Yeah.
old-fashioned feather and ink style,
It was
baby.
in one of the most open and least frequented parts of the broad Pacific that the packet of which I was supercargo fell a victim to the German sea raider.
Uh-oh.
The Germans.
Oh, it's Germans!
Oh no.
Oh no. Shot through the heart. And you're to
Great War
blame.
was then
You
at
give
its
love.
very beginning,
A bad
and the
name.
ocean forces of the Hun had not completely sunk to their later degradation. So that
Degradation.
our vessel was made a legitimate
Look how
prize,
pretty.
whilst we of her crew were treated with
Very
all
nice
the
water.
fairness and consideration due us as naval prisoners.
Oh my god, we've been taking prisoners.
Kind of hot.
The Huns.
Oh, we're here to defeat the Huns?
Yeah.
Pause if you would like to read it.
Yes. But we will keep
But the
conti-
refusal to take prisoners was a clear breach of the laws and customs of war adopted during the first Hague Convention of 1899.
Nice.
Interesting. You can read them later.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Apparently you could beat this game in 30 minutes, so we're gonna see if we can actually do that.
We're gonna play the whole thing.
Yeah, we're gonna go beginning to end, you guys. So you're on this
liberal,
journey with us.
Indeed, was the
Liberal.
discipline of our
Liberal.
captors,
Filthy
that
liberals.
5 days after we were
Oh,
taken,
God.
I
How dare
managed
you
to
make this
escape
political?
alone in a small boat with water and provisions for a good length of time.
Convenient. Let's hop on in.
Yeah, let's go on the boat. Let me drive the boat.
What is this? Provisions? Any
Yeah.
other interesting facts? No?
You need your snacks.
Of course
Your
we
road
do.
trip snacks.
We're
Did you just
going
fall in
on
the
a
water, my
trip.
man?
When I finally
Oh.
found myself adrift and free, I had but little idea of my surroundings.
Yeah, you could get lost in the
Never
ocean without a
competent
compass.
navigator,
Yeah.
That's why
I
you
could
have to look
only
to the
guess
stars.
vaguely by the sun and stars that I was somewhat south of the equator. Of the longitude,
Going to Mexico.
I knew nothing,
Yeah, we're going
and no island or coastline
to
was in
Mexico.
sight.
That's bad.
What?
Ooh.
Ooh, the moon.
Very pretty.
Pretty.
The weather kept fair, and for uncounted days I drifted aimlessly beneath the scorching
Yeah, there's no
sun,
shade or anything.
waiting either for
Man,
some
he must be
passing ship
crusty.
or to be cast
Yeah.
on the shores of some habitable land.
Hopefully habitable.
We'll find out.
Yeah, get some water, fool.
Yeah, drink.
But neither ship nor land appeared, and I began to despair in my solitude upon the heaving vastness of unbroken blue.
No way.
That sucks.
Yeah. Man, that's gotta really
the change
suck.
happened whilst I slept.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. He went
Its
memes?
details I shall never know. For my slumber, though troubled and dream-infested, was continuous.
Man's been
Oh.
getting the best night's sleep of his life.
Are
Whoa.
you sure about that? He's tweaking you guys.
I'd be tweaking too. Are you kidding me?
I know, right? Look at that. It's like black sludge and everything.
And we're
just-
in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, our boat's over there, or a boat is over there.
When
Ooh.
at last I awoke, it was to discover myself half sucked into a slimy
Oh my
expanse
God.
of hellish black
Oh
glare,
my God.
which extended about me in monotonous undulations as far as I could see, and in which my boat lay grounded some distance
Oh, that is our boat.
away.
It's a different
Yeah.
type of boat than we were,
Though
I
one
think.
might well imagine that my first sensation would be of wonder at so prodigious
It would
and
be horror, are you
unexpected
kidding
a
me?
transformation of scenery, I was in reality more horrified than astonished. For there was in the air and in the rotting soil,
Seen this
the
hentai
sinister
before.
quality
Oh,
which
God.
chilled me to the very core. The region was putrid with the carcasses of decaying fish.
Oh, they're dead.
And other, less describable things which I saw protruding from the nasty mud of the unending plain. Perhaps I should not hope to convey in mere words the unutterable hideousness that can dwell in absolute silence
What the-
and barren immensity.
Ugh. That guy's upside
There
down.
was
Yeah, I don't
nothing
like
within
that.
hearing, and nothing in sight.
We could
save
walk.
a vast reach
Oh, we
of
can?
black slime.
No,
Yet
we're
the very
walking on this.
completeness of the
Oh, okay.
stillness and the homogeneity of the landscape oppressed me with a nauseating fear.
Ugh.
I'd be impressed with the
Blazing
nauseating
down
fear
from
as
a
well
sky
if I
which
saw
seemed
this.
to me almost black in its cloudless cruelty, as though reflecting the inky marsh beneath my feet.
Ugh.
Yeah, this is nasty. Can we move?
No.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a point and clicker.
Oh, yeah. So you just look around.
Yeah, see, we're walking.
Nasty. Imagine feeling that between
As
your
I
toes.
crawled into the
I
strangled
feel like that
boat,
would be kind of
I
nice.
realized that only one
Yeah.
theory could explain my position. Through some unprecedented volcanic
what is that?
upheaval, a portion of the ocean
Isopod?
floor must have been thrown to the surface, exposing regions for which innumerable millions of years had lain hidden under unfathomable watery depths.
Also, is it
great
like
was
we're at the bottom of the
extent new
ocean?
land which had
No,
risen
they're saying
beneath
it's, like,
me,
solidified
that I
on
could not
top.
detect
Oh,
the
okay.
faintest noise of
Ew,
the
that one's
surging
breathing.
ocean, straining
Where?
All the way in the
my
back
ears
of that
as I
mountain.
went.
Ugh.
Nor were there any seafowl to prey upon the dead things.
Oh. Fishy.
Sup, fish?
Brother, ugh.
Yeah, brother. Ooh.
For several hours I sat thinking or brooding in the boat, which lay upon its side and afforded a slight shade as the sun moved across the heavens.
Moving very quickly. Our shade
As
is
the day
leaving us
progressed,
rapidly.
Oh, no,
the
we're gonna
ground
get
lost
more-
Oh,
some of its
there was a tentacle, you see that?
and seemed
Yep, I saw
likely
that.
to dry sufficiently for traveling purposes in a short time.
Oh, I'm gonna shiver down my
Oh.
spine.
It dried, so now we can walk.
Okay.
That night I slept but
But
little.
I guess
And
we
the
didn't.
next day,
Oh,
I made
that-
for
that's what
myself
was
a
slithering.
pack containing food and water,
Oh, okay.
preparatory to an overland journey in search of the vanished sea and possible rescue.
Yeah, like how did you even get here?
Like, why would you think there's any chance of rescue, man? Look where you at.
Well, I mean, it's solid
On the
now.
third morning, I found the soil dry enough to walk upon with ease.
That's great.
The odor of the fish was maddening.
Ew.
I was too much
Yeah.
concerned with graver things to mind so slight an evil, and set out boldly for an unknown goal.
Yeah, look, the waves are like frozen.
Yeah. And it still looks like the ocean itself. With all the...
Yeah, with the waves and stuff. Like it was frozen in time.
All day
Oh,
I
what is
forged
that?
steadily
Ew.
westward, guided
Some
by
kinda
a
like-
faraway hummock which rose
What-
higher
yeah, what
than
is
any
that?
other elevation on the rolling desert.
That's that hummock he's talking about.
The
These are
hummock.
skeletons of some sort.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Imagine just putting a bunch of pudding on the floor and just stepping on it.
Yeah, I
Right,
feel
with
like
this-
that's like it. Oh, beached whale.
No, not the whales. Oh, whale.
Oh, whale. Ugh.
Yeah.
That night,
Oh
I
man, it's getting bigger.
Oh,
the following
yeah.
day still travelled toward the hummock, though that object seemed scarcely nearer than when I had first espied it.
Yeah, it does not look any closer. It just looks like it's getting bigger.
Yeah. Oh, it was that thing I was saying that was moving earlier.
The breathing thing?
Yeah.
Ew.
But it looked like it was right next to us.
Mm-hmm.
By the
Oh.
fourth evening, I attained the base of the mound, which turned out to be much higher than it had appeared
Oh,
from
there's a light in the
distance.
distance.
There at that distance, the sun?
No.
Intervening
Down at the
valley
base.
setting
You
it
saw
out in
that?
sharper relief
Oh,
from
I
the
think it's just a
general
reflection.
surface.
Oh, okay.
Too weary to ascend, I slept in the shadow of the hill.
I don't know, I feel like that's like scary.
I know not why my
'Cause
dreams
you can't
were
really,
so
like,
wild that night.
Jump up and rescue yourself. You've trapped yourself
But
between
ere the
a
waning
mountain and
fantastically
whatever it
gibbous
is.
moon
Maybe that's
had
what they
risen
call,
far
rock in a
above the
hard
eastern
place.
plain.
Maybe.
I was awake in a cold perspiration, determined to sleep no more.
Man.
Such
Imagine, like,
visions
closing
as
your
I had
eyes and still waking up and you're
experienced
still
were
there.
too much for me
Oh,
to
I'd start
endure
freaking
again.
out.
Yeah.
And in the glow of the moon, I saw how unwise I had been to travel by day.
What do you
Without the
mean?
glare of the parching
Oh,
sun,
no.
my journey would have cost me less energy.
It's true. but you can't see where you're going.
Indeed, I now felt quite able to perform the ascent which had deterred me at sunset.
Because we had a nice nappy
Picking up
nap.
my pack,
Yeah, but
I
it's
started
scary
for
in the dark.
crest of the
It's true.
eminence.
Yeah, you can't see anything.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, we pick up our pack and we head on out.
Alright, you guys, we're venturing forth.
I
Let's see
had
what
said
kind of
that the
garbage you
unbroken
find.
monotony of the rolling plain was a source of vague horror to me. But I think my horror was greater when I gained the summit of the mound and looked down the other side into an immeasurable pit or canyon,
Oh my god.
whose black recesses the moon had not yet
Oh
soared
my god,
high
there's
enough to
nothing
illuminate.
there.
Bro.
I felt myself on the edge of the world,
Yeah, there's nothing.
peering over the rim into a fathomless chaos of eternal
Imagine
light.
getting shoved.
You know, something's gonna
My
grab us
terror
right now.
ran curious reminiscences of Paradise Lost and of Satan's hideous climb through the unfashioned realms of darkness.
You're talking about Dante's
As the
Inferno?
moon climbed
Maybe.
higher in the sky, I began to see that the slopes of the valley were not quite so perpendicular as I had imagined.
Oh yeah? Oh no, we're gonna take a closer look, huh?
Ledges and outcroppings of rock afforded fairly easy
Oh, are we gonna
footholds
climb
for a
down?
descent.
Okay, so we can climb down.
Whilst after a drop of only a few hundred feet, the declivity became very gradual.
Okay,
Just a
that's
few hundred feet.
just a few hundred feet.
Yeah, just gotta survive a few hundred feet, you guys. We'll make it.
We'll just slither on down a little bit.
It's like the first time we
Urged
played
on by
Elden Ring. Is there
impulse
fall
which I
damage?
cannot
Is there fall
definitely
damage?
analyze, I scrambled with difficulty down the rocks and stood on the gentler slope.
Oh, I don't like the
beneath,
noise.
Yeah, I feel like
gazing
something's
into the
moving with us in the dark.
Stygian when no light
Stygian
had yet
deeps.
penetrated. All at once, my attention was captured by a vast and singular object on the opposite slope, which rose steeply about 100 yards ahead of me.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh my
That
god.
gleamed whitely in
It's a
the
beacon.
stern rays of the ascending moon.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's like a weird jello block in the back.
Ugh.
Oh.
All right, I mean we're
That
getting
it was
closer.
merely a
Yeah.
gigantic piece of stone, I soon assured myself.
It's
No,
gonna be
it's
more than that.
it's symbolism for the expansion of man or whatever 2001: A
But
Space
I
Odyssey was trying to do.
conscious of
With all the
distinct
monkeys
impression
beating each
that
other
its
next to it.
contour and
Yeah.
position were not altogether the work of
Evolution,
nature.
baby.
That's right.
A closer scrutiny filled me with sensations I cannot express.
Aliens.
Dread.
Yeah, dread.
Despite its enormous magnitude and its position in an abyss which had yawned at the bottom of the sea since the world was young,
It had yawned.
I perceived beyond a doubt that the strange object was a well-shaped monolith.
Oh, that means it was
whose
placed
massive
there.
bulk had known the workmanship and perhaps the worship of living and thinking creatures. Dazed and frightened, yet not without a certain thrill of the scientist's or archaeologist's delight,
Curiosity.
I examined my surroundings more closely.
Yeah. What's out there?
Squishy.
You better watch
Oh,
out, you
it's
guys.
watery.
I'm
Now
packing.
near the zenith,
I'm packing.
vividly above the towering steeps.
I feel threatened. I feel threatened.
Oh, why did it start
Oh,
glowing?
it has like
Faces.
stuff on it and fish.
Oh my god, this face. It kind of looks like the Mamma Mia thing from Queen.
The
four of them right there.
True.
Mamma
Mamma
Mia! Out of sight in both
God.
directions, and almost lapping my feet as I stood on the slope.
Oh,
Across the chasm, the wavelets washed the base of the Cyclopean monolith.
You still want to go to the beach at
Surface I
night?
could now trace both
Yes.
inscriptions and crude
I want to have this
sculptures.
experience.
Oh my god. This
I want to be
experience.
reborn.
No. You want to have a Lovecraftian
Writing was in a
experience?
system of
Yes.
hieroglyphics unknown to me, and unlike anything I'd ever seen in books.
So this is like base level, like where all of the usual animals are, right?
Consisting for the
Maybe,
most
yeah.
part of conventionalized aquatic symbols such as fishes, eels, octopi, crustaceans, mollusks, whales, and the like.
The ones that we know.
Several characters obviously represented marine things which are unknown to the modern world.
Oh yeah.
Like the Cthulhu and stuff. Is that a spider
But whose
thing?
I don't even wanna
decomposing
know.
forms I had
Spiderfish.
observed on the ocean-risen plain. It was the pictorial carving, however, that did most to hold me spellbound.
It's they're worshipping this squid thing.
Yeah.
Dagon contains many themes and storytelling methods that Lovecraft developed in his later works, such as telling the story through carvings, journals and character notes, island emerging, or fictional beings and deities based on real events. It's also considered the origin of the popular Cthulhu mythos. Some of Lovecraft's other stories also conclude in a manner similar to Dagon, but let's skip the details.
So Dagon's the first one?
Plainly,
I
the
suppose
story was
so.
the intervening water, on account of their enormous size, were an array of bas-reliefs whose subjects would have excited the envy of a doré.
It's a doorway.
I
Yeah.
think that these things were supposed to depict men, at least a certain sort of men.
Mermaids!
The
Yeah.
creatures were shown disporting like fishes in the waters of some marine grotto,
Yeah, like, that's the water, and then there's like a sub-water.
or paying
Yeah.
homage at some monolithic shrine, which appeared to be under the waves as well.
Which is this that we're looking at.
Of their
Yeah.
faces and forms I dare not speak in detail, for the mere remembrance makes me grow faint.
Oh, those faces on the bottom.
Grotesque
Yeah.
beyond the imagination of a Poe or a Bulwer. They were damnably human in general outline, despite webbed hands and feet, shockingly wide and flabby lips,
Rude. We don't judge bodies here.
bulging eyes, and other features less pleasant to recall.
Slay Cthulhu, slay.
Curiously enough, they seem to have been chiseled badly out of proportion with their scenic background. For one of the creatures was shown in the act of killing a whale, represented
Oh my
as but
God.
little larger than himself.
That's how big they are, the
Oh my
size of a whale.
God.
I remarked, as I say, their grotesqueness and strange size, but in a moment decided that they were merely the imaginary gods of some primitive fishing or seafaring tribe.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Some tribe whose last descendant had perished eras before the first ancestor of the Piltdown or Neanderthal man was born.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that's all. It's just Oonga Boonga cavemen people. It's
Yeah.
definitely not Cthulhu.
Awestruck
No.
at this
Cthulhu
unexpected
gods out here in the
glimpse into a
ocean.
past beyond the conception of the most daring anthropologist. I stood musing whilst the moon cast queer reflections on the silent channel before me. Then, suddenly, I saw it.
Saw what?
With only a slight challenge.
I'm like triggered from our last game. Oh,
The thing slid into view above the dark waters.
oh my god. What is that?
Oh, God.
Loathsome.
And it's
Darted
skewed
like a
now.
stupendous monster of nightmares to the monolith, about which it flung its gigantic scaly arms, the while it bowed its hideous head and gave vent to certain measured sounds.
Oh, man.
And then you just faint from being scared.
From the noise,
I
maybe.
think I went mad then.
Uh-oh.
Of my frantic ascent of the sloping cliff, and of my delirious journey back to the stranded boat.
Oh my God, he had to climb back up.
Oh my god.
He went all the way back?
Oh no.
Oh my
No,
God.
we're gonna do the journey back now.
We're all crazy now.
Yeah.
Everything's all wonky.
So, that thing better not be chasing us.
Fam, I would go crazy too. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I believe I sang a great deal and laughed oddly when I was unable to sing.
Oh, God.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, at least he's not suffering anymore, right?
At least he's got
He's
that.
I
vibing.
have
He's got the
indistinct
pudding between his
recollections
feet.
of a great storm
Yeah.
sometime after I reached the boat.
He's just in and out of consciousness.
Yeah.
At any rate, I know that I heard pearls of thunder and other tones which nature utters only in her wildest moods.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
How are we gonna get out of here?
I don't know.
What are we supposed to do now?
When I came
Nope.
out of the shadows,
Oh.
I was in a San Francisco hospital.
I guess that's how.
Yeah, true.
brought thither by the captain of the American ship which had picked
Delirious
up my
but
boat
free.
in mid-ocean. In my delirium, I had said much, but found that my words had been given scant attention.
That's rude. I just had an ethereal experience.
And they're just like, ah, you're
Any
crazy.
land upheaval in the Pacific, my rescuers knew nothing. Nor did I deem it necessary to insist upon a thing which I knew they could not believe.
I saw a giant stone in a frozen ocean where everything was dead and squishy, and then a monster thing came out and screamed, and then I was just like, ah!
I'm
And then,
outta here.
But I climbed back to my boat, and that's where you found me, in the middle of a rainstorm.
Once I sought
believe
out
you.
a celebrated
Yeah.
ethnologist
Who wouldn't believe you?
and amused
You're
me
so
with peculiar
concise.
questions regarding the ancient Philistine legend of Dagon.
The fish god. That is quite the statue you got on your desk, my guy.
Yeah.
Hiya!
No leg, no arm.
Was the main deity of Philistines, worshipped throughout the Middle East as the ancient god of fertility and crops.
Okay.
Hebrew, the word Dagon was a common noun for grain. The rulers of Akkad, Mesopotamia, chose him as the patron saint of their war conquests. He also appeared as the judge of the dead in a Syrian poem, an underworld prison warder in one of the Babylon texts. He is often mistakenly taken for a fish god due to the wrong interpretation of his name, as in Hebrew, the word dag means fish. In H.P. Lovecraft's work, Dagon is an underwater deity ruling over the deep ones, a humanoid race with fish traits that reside in the ocean. He is worshipped by a secret cult called the Esoteric Order of Dagon.
Alright.
Interesting. Because he's massive, right?
Yeah.
Hold me dummy thick.
And he goes splish, splish, splash, splash in the water.
Yes.
He just wants to play in the water.
Yeah, I mean, homie's just living his best life.
Yeah, we're out here
But
disturbing
soon
his
perceiving
playtime.
that he was hopelessly conventional, I did not press my inquiries.
When he didn't believe you. I feel like as part of a scientist, you should stay curious.
Yeah.
August Derleth was an American writer and anthologist. He also befriended Lovecraft and published many of his works through his company, Arkham House. Although he greatly contributed to the popularization of the author's work after his death, he is surrounded by numerous controversies. One of his most questionable decisions involved introducing the good versus evil doctrine to the Cthulhu mythos, which contrasted with Lovecraft's view of the world and his approach to cosmic horror. As a result, the author's works are often misunderstood and misrepresented. It is also worth noting that Lovecraft was never really interested in creating a mythology, and the term Cthulhu mythos was coined by Derleth after the author left the mortal plane. After Homie died, they were just like, let me just twist your work. That sucks.
Yeah. Also, don't look up H.P. Lovecraft's cat's name.
Why?
Because it's a very,
It's a gross name.
No. It's out of touch, let's just say.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm curious.
I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay.
And don't put it in the comments either, because this video is going to get flagged because of y'all.
Seriously? Is that bad?
It's that bad. That's all you need to know.
Well, okay.
It is at night,
Back to
especially
my morphine.
when the gibbous and
Oh, back
waning,
to my
that I
drugs.
see the thing. I tried morphine, but the drug has given only transient
Oh, I can zoom
surcease.
in.
Ooh,
It has
nice.
drawn me into its clutches as a hopeless slave.
I'm an addict.
So now
Yeah.
I am to end it all.
Oh, he's killing
Having
himself.
written a full account for the
So he just
information
wrote everything
for
down.
the contemptuous amusement of my fellow men.
Oh, imagine killing yourself knowing nobody will ever believe you.
Yeah.
He hated tobacco, even though he used to smoke when he was 12. 12, homie, jeez.
Hey, it was like the early 19th century back then.
Still, in order to look and feel like an adult. In his correspondence with friend Reinhard Kleiner, he claims that he quit as soon as he started wearing long pants. He also had a very strong opinion about alcohol, as evidence to his letter to Zelia Brown. As for the matter of drinking, I have never tasted intoxicating liquor and never intend to. Homie and me, like, we're lined up.
Are you just Lovecraft reincarnated?
Close enough. Welcome back.
Welcome back, H.P. Lovecraft.
Having a strong aesthetic disgust at anything which blunts or coarsens the delicate natural expose of the evolved human intellect and imagination. Drinking excited my personal repugnance, hence I don't drink, let the herd do what they will. I am rather in favor of prohibition, the prohibition of any one antisocial force as well as any of the other. Source, the spirit of revision, blah, 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 blah,
I
blah.
like how I did ... because he was
It was
probably
just going on
yapping.
too long.
H.P. Lovecraft in his yap sessions.
Oh.
I ask myself if it could not all have been a pure phantasm,
Phantasm.
a mere freak of fever, as I lay sun-stricken and raving in the open boat.
Yeah, but for
after
like
my
5,
escape
6
from the
days?
German man of
Yeah.
war. This I ask myself, but ever does there come before me a hideously vivid vision in reply.
Like you can still see it.
Yeah.
I cannot think of the deep sea without shuddering at the nameless things that may at this very moment be crawling and floundering on its slimy bed.
So he was under
worshipping
the ocean,
their
basically.
ancient stone
Yeah.
idols and carving their own detestable likenesses on submarine obelisks of water-soaked granite. I dream of a day when they may rise above the billows to drag down into their reeking talons the remnants of puny, war-exhausted mankind.
They're gonna
Of a
guess
day
what we're
when the
down.
land shall sink, and the dark ocean shall ascend amidst universal pandemonium.
Ugh.
Oh.
Oh, look at all the Godzillas.
Oh my god, they're gonna destroy New York, you guys. Where's King Kong?
I know. We need at least 12 monkeys. At least 12.
And Dwayne The Rock Johnson, just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
The end is near.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Something's after him. No. Oh yeah, he barricaded himself. Oh my
I
god.
hear a noise at the door, as of some immense slippery body lumbering against it.
He wants you dead because you saw what you saw him.
You escaped. He knows you're there. Get
Can I take more morphine? Can I die faster?
yeah, or stab him with the needle. Get him addicted to morphine.
Right?
You shall not find me. No, I found
me.
you. Oh no. It's gonna be a tentacle. It's gonna be a tentacle,
God,
isn't it?
that hand!
Oh.
Brother,
The window! The window!
Where's the window?
Yeah, let's look at the window. Get in
Gotta get
there.
out of here. Oh no, we fall to our death. Oh
Thank
man.
you for playing. Oh, wow. Damn.
Wow. Well,
Yeah, I'll be honest. I got some chills.
that was cool.
Yeah, I got a little feeling in my spine.
A little tingly.
A little spooky tingly. What do you think?
Well, let me tell you what I think about that. I think that I don't want to go to the beach at night for a little while. We only went once, and Junk Dog got so scared.
And scary stories have been accompanying
Hold
me
on,
for
we'll hold
centuries.
that thought for a second.
Saying we only went
They
once,
have
and I wanted
many
to go,
faces
and Junk
and
Dog's like,
But what is their
he
purpose?
thinks Cthulhu's waiting for him.
Why do we enjoy being afraid so much?
I don't think that I enjoy being
During our
afraid.
therapy,
If you watch
I'll
our
try to.
after hours video, you'll see that I don't enjoy it very much.
Ooh, that's the next one.
Ooh, yeah.
So if you guys want to see more of these story-like things, you let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
And perhaps we'll play more.
Yeah.
Oh, there was only 4 that we found?
Yeah. But it's because
Oh,
there's
because
more.
there's other things.
There's other games.
So, that was that. Leave a comment. Let us know what you thought.
Yeah, this was an interesting game. I like this one too.
Yeah, it was just kind of like immersive storytelling,
Yeah.
which was refreshing and interesting.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Stay tuned for more Spooky Buddies coming up.
Spooky.
Bye.
Bye.